Okay, so there's a video posted on Sunday evening. In it, in the lower right corner, sits Caroline recording a couple over her left shoulder. They're a row behind her on the plane. The caption reads, "If this is your husband flying United Airlines Flight 2140 from Houston to New York, he's probably going to be staying with Katie tonight." She goes on to describe how these two individuals met at the airport bar and they're now sitting together on the plane. She talks about how she knows the woman's name because the guy keeps saying it, and also how the guy openly discusses his daughter with the woman. She says it wouldn't have been a big deal, but she noticed he made no attempt to hide the wedding ring on his finger. So she naturally assumed that this is a man that is married and is now cheating on his wife with this girl, and she has caught it on camera. This happens all the time. People think they know a situation, and then they post it, and it causes a shitstorm, right? Okay. Within 24 hours, the internet not only found this guy, but they found Katie, the girl that he was messing around with, and his wife, who he happens to have 2 daughters with. Okay? Now, let's just assume for this moment that is exactly what it looks like. This is a man who is who is traveling, has hooked up with a girl at the airport, and is now going to cheat on his wife. We're going to assume that everything that we see is what's happening. Okay? We're going to assume that that's how it is. Can we all agree that the husband is the biggest problem in this whole scenario, right? The husband's the biggest problem.
Yes.
Katie's the second problem. We're going to assume Katie is the second problem because she did not acknowledge the fact that he had a wedding ring on his finger.
I don't know that she's number 2, like biggest asshole in this.
Okay, so we'll get there. So I think that the third problem here is the woman that posted the video. The victim of this whole thing is the wife and the daughters, because this thing within 24 hours blew up. And this woman within 24 hours has learned that her husband, who went on a business trip, is now a cheater. Oh, and she's being told by the world. Millions of people know that she has now been cheated on by her spouse. I think the person posting the video is wrong.
Yeah, the second wrong person. Like it's the guy, then it's the girl recording and posting for the world, and then it's Katie. Why did that woman feel that she needed to post that to the world? That man's probably lowest moment of looking back on it, and the impact that had. Like I just don't.
Just completely destroyed a life.
Several.
For popularity.
For popularity.
Everything that we do on social media is for entertainment purposes. Regardless of what they say, it's for entertainment purposes. And if you're going to post something like this that specifically calls out the plane, the person, the blah, 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 it's definitely because you want the fame behind it, which she achieved. But, man, I almost think that she should have to pay child support, too.
Ooh.
Like,
Ooh.
you destroyed that family.
Wow, that's a good one, actually. We've learned a lot about one-party versus two-party recording laws, right?
True.
Having be a creator, you have to know the state that you're in and what the rules are about recording content with or without someone's permission.
Right, consent, yeah.
So if they were in a two-party state where those two parties didn't give consent for her to record, they could probably sue her.
So I think it was going from Texas to New York.
Texas is a one-party state, but New York is definitely a two-party
New York's
state.
got to be too. So I wonder if once they cross that, now the video was posted with them getting on the plane.
So Texas is a one-party state.
Yeah.